be harping on getting interns because
Mm-hmm.
you got to have an extension of your arm.
Yeah, no, you definitely do. Now I'm gonna have to send you another link though. Whoa, why is it that? Oh, that's cool. Why does it look like that though?
Oh,
no, I did that.
Oh,
but yeah, it's just
another link. All right.
It's I hate it when it does that.
Oh, it's all good.
But we should be. Now everybody's gonna be clicking that link like, yo, the link's not working, dude. Yeah, well, I didn't intend on that shit to be doing that.
I like the automatic switch to your white voice when you say the
That's the professionalism. Gotta be fucking professional with this shit, man. Don't worry, guys. We're just getting fucking started.
I like the sound effects.
Oh man, I gotta add more.
How many you got? Is it just the one? Is it the?
Fuck no. How many? It's 8 pages.
I think you should.
And
8 pages,
1, 2,
and you
3,
need
4,
more.
5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 times 8.
And you need more than 64 sounds.
Yeah. I'd be flying through these motherfuckers. Like, what am I doing today?
I think you should give your guests their own soundboard.
That'd be
Personally.
tight. Yeah, they need one of these. They just need the Steam Deck over there. But that's how I change camera angles and shit at times.
Oh, okay, gotcha. It's like a whole controller.
Yeah, for the most part.
5 podcasts with.
Man, we here, man.
Bro.
That shit fucked up. The bullshit ass internet over here bullshitting.
Got it out the way.
We got the link up. This the link I'm gonna put right here. Fuck with us, merch.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? In the building, we getting jiggy. Yeah, goddamn.
You know what I've learned over time about myself?
What's that?
Is like people swear by candid photos.
What
Them
you mean?
shits don't work for me. Like people will be like, "Oh, I can't pose for a photo. Like just take it when I'm not looking." You know?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it usually comes out fire for like most people.
Right.
That does not work for me. I need to know in advance
Gotta
because
tell me.
people be catching me
Looking crazy.
looking all kinds of crazy, and I'm like, y'all just
They don't give a fuck about me. Huh?
right. Post it without approval. I be seeing that shit online. I'm like, yo,
Hey, who did this?
oh God,
I didn't ask for this.
What happened? That's not me.
Why did I not know this picture was taken?
And why did you think it was a good idea? Like, why did you think this was a good representation of what I look like?
Because it is not, sir or ma'am.
At all. All right, well, that's gonna upload.
Oh, this is my nigga Tommy. I'm like, yo, that nigga Tommy's going crazy, man. Shout out my boy, motherfucking Tommy. And
He's on a song with you, right?
Yeah.
I listened through your discography. Well, I tried.
Right.
I tried my best.
It's a decent little.
It's not a decent little anything. It's a large
few
ass
hundred
catalog.
Shit, for not a mainstream individual or motherfuckers niggas got like 2 albums at best.
Right. I mean, I know what I got, and
Yeah.
it's about.
But you got shit you ain't even put out yet. So you've got shit.
But the shit, but what you have out,
Yeah.
like, is hefty.
I'm just trying to, because I don't believe in holding anything. The only shit that I don't have out right now is the shit me and Kuda's working on and this mixtape. So we
Hell
working
yeah.
on this shit, and then is this right? The link? All right. I didn't
I
put
hope so.
everything. No, it's right. I just shared that bullshit, and
All right, cool.
I'm gonna change it on.
It's all good. The algorithm didn't like the first picture I used on my story, so we gonna try this one out instead. They be giving you real fast feedback, like,
No,
the views are not gonna view for this one, buddy. Try again.
Ooh. Shout out to Flow, man. He gonna be at the show this Friday, 7/19, man. JW Ruler, Hash, K Chiba hosting, myself. Gonna be doing the Dirty Dozen.
Where's that gonna be at?
Vultures.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never even been there. So
I've heard good things about it.
yeah, haven't heard shit.
Well, we gonna find out either way.
Yeah, it's I guess it's a smaller
It's a smaller Black Sheep
venue.
because it's owned by the same people. It's in the same building. Yeah,
What?
it's the
As
same.
the Black Sheep?
Yeah, so they got the big Black Sheep, and then like, you know how Black Sheep is like a side entrance and it's that parking lot. So like literally on Platt, you go one more building down. It's not even one more building down. It's just the next door over, and that's Vultures. It's the same building. Yep.
Yo!
Again is crazy.
Yo, right. You notice, like, again is crazy. We're not
Again
even look, if we don't go live, then we don't go live.
That's cool. If we pre-record it, we pre-record it.
Yeah, I'm just like, yo, this is but the cameras have to be on. But
Oh, and they can't be on without internet.
well,
they
yeah,
can't
because I
connect.
use the so
That makes sense.
that's the only that's why I'm like, man, I want to get a camera. But I'm like, these motherfuckers work good as hell, actually. But then you got shit like this happening, and it's not.
Can you do it off a hotspot? Oh no, it's not a Mac. Never mind.
No, this is a fucking
Yeah.
PC right here.
So I
But
was
I'm
like,
trying
we
to
just use my phone
Why the
to
fuck?
do the data.
Oh yeah, that shit'll run it down. I hate having to do that.
Oh, it's
I'm figuring, nigga, motherfucker.
yeah, that.
At least we're getting the audio and everything. So even when I put this up on Spotify, we put it up on YouTube and whatnot. At least we got you up there. Look at that guy right there, man. What the fuck is up with this internet? I'm looking and this bitch still ain't started flashing.
Oh, and it's right there.
That's why I'm always able to turn around. But I hate just looking up and then seeing the shit just not working.
Just not even.
Like, yo, these cameras will not wait, but it don't even. So it's working. Hold on, I think something just happened with the. What the fuck? I'm about to be mad as hell. Cause it didn't stop the. What you call so.
Oh, like the live is still going.
Crazy.
I think a little higher of myself when
Like, what the fuck is this going on right now?
I know my vices. And I know them well enough to know the consequences that follow. I believe that's what makes me as close to perfect without
So
dying.
there goes that one.
Being true to oneself.
That's. Is this one up too now? I need to switch.
They're both. I mean,
One, the other one is, but I need to switch the
how many cameras you got in total?
3.
Because it's the iPad.
That, mine, and then this one.
Oh, this? Okay. I'm
And that one's plugged in, so that's why that one never goes off.
I'm so dead.
Yeah, so. And I use.
all over the room. For the
Everybody is. Everybody does. But I do that because, one, these phones are decent as far as cameras anyway.
yeah.
So just even with that, just using them like this, I'm able to place them anywhere too. And it's free without buying a goddamn actual camera right now. Like,
Nah, because
fuck.
DSLRs are
Bro, what?
expensive. They're
The shit that they want. So it's like, man, as long as this shit is actually working for me right now, all right, we gonna keep this shit. We gonna keep this shit going just how the fuck it is, bro. It
Got
ain't
to.
hurting nobody.
Got
And you
to.
wouldn't know unless you fucking see it. So, or until like, why does the camera keep cutting out? I don't fucking know. Maybe because it's lazy and it doesn't want to fucking, and it just doesn't want to. Maybe. Okay.
Hey, we in there.
If
by the
this
way.
shit, yeah. So like, if this shit goes, man, this shit better keep its motherfucking shit going on, man. So, okay. 20. It's only been 22 minutes. It feels time's going slow for us. All right.
Slow as shit.
Yeah. So that's cool. We've only. I ain't even gonna say wasted, but again, that's the part of just going live. It just being a chill sesh, not some fucking high value production like. Nigga, the camera went out. We're gonna go. What the fuck is going on? We're gonna have a meltdown. Like, nah, chill, relax. Relax. We're here. We're chilling. We're vibing. We're gonna spot this weed up.
Do our thing.
Get into this motherfucking merch. Merch made it.
Yes, sir.
Merch got a motherfucking project out called The Merch Drop. 5 songs? 4 songs? 6?
6.
6 songs?
Yep. 6 songs.
And it's a vibe. It's a motherfucking vibe for sure, for sure. So out of that particular project, if you had to play something for somebody to give them what defines merch the most on that project? Like, oh no, go play this first.
Probably what defines me the most right now in my life is probably buyer's remorse.
Let's talk about buyer's remorse a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's a funny concept. Like the whole concept of that song is that it's meeting someone where it's like everything is so perfect about this person, but it's like, oh my God, I'm doing so many things. So I'm almost like, yo, I bit off more than I could chew. Like I'm diving too deep into this thing with you over here when I got so much I'm trying to build for myself. So it's almost
too much
like
money and I need to take this shit back.
Right.
I didn't think this through.
You know what I mean? So but it's not even like I don't want it, because I want it all, because that's who I am.
Yeah.
I want everything. You know what I mean? I'm still hungry.
I want it all, baby.
Yeah.
I want it all, baby.
Niggas like a whole different meaning.
You feel me? So buyer's remorse. We gonna get into this shit right off the motherfucking bat. You feel me? Buyer's remorse. Merch off the new project, the merch drop. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
I be feeling like a DJ when I be doing this.
Yeah, no, you run it like a DJ.
Yeah. Let's go.
I go in psychos, it's psycho how I walk on tight ropes with eyes closed. I can't stay away from you no more, no. She crazy, throw it back like ooh baby, you can't be coming round me too late. Get too complacent and I'll get lost.
Hey.
Take you back, 'cause I got buyer's remorse. Thought I seen it all, but I ain't seen you before. Now I can't focus on the conversation. Can I take you back?
Hey, can I take you back,
I'll
baby?
put you back in your place. How dare you come through and mess up my
I haven't
brain?
performed this shit live yet, but I'm like
This
excited
shit's
to
a
figure out.
vibe. This is a whole vibe right
I'm
now.
excited to figure out how I want to do it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I left it off my last show because I couldn't find a way to make it make sense live. You know, not everything translates. Like not everything from the studio translates to a live setting. So I just
Yeah. And y'all be performing live, so.
live.
Yeah.
Like this past show that we did was full like live band, in-ears, everything.
Yeah, that's the shit. That's a vibe, though.
And we tried to.
I can appreciate a real live set for sure.
Hell yeah. We're trying to bring that standard back to Colorado for
Fuck
sure.
yeah.
Especially like for up and coming artists, it's like, yo, there's so many levels to performance, and it's like, how do you get it to that nationally competing level?
Right. Hey.
I'll put you back in your place. How dare you come through and mess up my brain? Trying to focus on the conversation. Psychos and psycho.
Hey.
I walk on tight ropes with eyes closed.
Merch. Buyer's remorse. You produced this one too, yeah?
Self-produced the whole
hear-
project.
Man, come on, man.
Got to.
It don't get no better than that when you're able to produce the whole damn thing by yourself.
Now I gotta say, with that being said, yes, I produced the whole thing by myself, but I had a lot of help. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I can't just sit here and say, oh yeah, I did everything by myself. I had help for sure.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Terry Josiah. Shout out JJ Sharp. Shout out Jack Durham up at Dream Space. Who else am I missing? Shout out Tony Exum Jr.
Yeah, cousin, that's my cousin.
Oh God. Oh yeah. I'd be forgetting. So you heard R.I.P.?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and when I looked at the shit, I was like, he do got Tony on there. I said, yeah, boy, and that motherfucker jazzy. We gonna get into that one, sure, for sure.
Yeah.
We'll definitely listen to the whole project. It's not long at all.
It's less than 20 minutes.
Yeah, that shit. And you know what? With this type of the way that music is now, and just the way that people listen, I think that's perfect because it's not a lot to listen to, and you get some good music in a short amount of time.
Hell yeah.
Right? So within that too, you get a lot of replay value. I feel when shit's short. At least I notice for me when I hear a short song that I really really like yo, play that bitch back, and
right.
I'll play a motherfucking song out.
Yeah.
I'm a nigga. Put that bitch on repeat and just let it rock.
Hell yeah.
Until I'm done with it.
Hell yeah.
That's when
I tried to make the rollout like not too overwhelming. 3 of the songs were already released, and I've been rolling this project out since I think since February of last year. Yeah, like it's been a
dope.
very slow rollout. So
I like that. And having my thing anyway, especially if you're thinking about putting out a project aside from I am just working on singles right now, making sure that you already have songs that are doing numbers before you even put the project out, and put those. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm putting these songs on this project, bitch. Why? It ain't on a full body of work. So if I feel like this belongs on this full body of work, that's where the fuck it's gonna be. So, and that always helps. When I first seen that, and it fucked me up because I was like, it was what Dope Sounds Like, and then it was something else I had released, I think, or unless it was just What Dope Sounds Like as a single. And then when the album dropped, that shit already had, I was like,
yeah, all that carries over, all of it. The easiest example I could think of right now is I think it was back in 2020, the Kid Leroy did it. He re-released the same project 3 times. Literally, it dropped, he did a deluxe, and then he did another deluxe.
That's crazy.
And I was like, it was wild to watch because it's like, and he had singles come out before, so you got one song that's getting released 4 times, and it just keeps carrying.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a strategy for sure. I mean, there's definitely songs that are on this EP that are going to be on my album, just because it, not even just because, but like it's gonna make sense. I'm not gonna just chuck it on there if it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But there's songs that are pivotal markers of like who I am that need to be carried through to that album.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. I ain't mad at that at all.
Yeah.
Not one lickety split bit. So, man, and you produce as well. So were you doing music first or what were you doing first?
Yeah.
Musically?
So each of the songs on the EP had a different process. Like it wasn't even that I sat down one day and I said, I'm going to make an EP. I didn't realize this was going to be an EP until maybe 4 songs in. But so for RIP and Up Down, those were made in the same night. Mm-hmm. Those were actually made to be pitched to someone else.
Oh, wow.
And I just kept them. I was like, nah, they just can't go anywhere else.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I kept them. Up Down is like at every single show I do, Up Down is the one that people love the most. So those 2 were, we made the beats first, made them with a guy named Caleb Colors. Shout out Caleb. And made those in the same night. Just wrote the hooks. Just made the beats and the hooks, and then came back and made the verses later. For the other ones, literally every other one, I'm Stuck, Buyer's Remorse, Come Over, and Heart Attack, I actually wrote the song titles out first. I have a note of a bunch of different song titles, right? And they're just like things that I don't know why I don't know why I started doing that, but it's been working. So wrote out song titles, and then I just started making beats, and occasionally I would make a beat that all right, that fits, that makes sense, and then the song would just kind of organically come from that. I write pretty quickly. Like the production definitely takes me a lot longer, but once I find a production pocket that I'm satisfied with and I know the topic, the song kind of organically comes
Okay.
from there. So yeah, that's how the other 4 were made, and then from there everything just kind of came together.
And then obviously writing, Terry Josiah, fucking, God damn it, you just said his name.
JJ.
Too. Yeah, JJ.
Yeah,
sorry,
so
JJ, but
the 2 of them, they really came in when it came to delivery and like all the harmonies, all the little ad libs, all that stuff is called vocal arranging.
okay.
So Terry Josiah he's been vocal arranging for 15 years. JJ's been vocal arranging for 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's more experience combined than I've been alive.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm like, shit, let me, like their pocket is that, and they're really, really good at that. And different records fit their vocal arranging styles differently. So like Buyer's Remorse was Terry Josiah, Heart Attack was JJ. And if you listen to their own individual music, it kind of makes sense.
And me not knowing that, now when I go back and listen to it, I'm definitely going to be looking for that.
Right.
And being able to be like, okay,
right,
that makes sense.
JJ's very much, his everything about his music is very 90s centric, and Heart Attack has kind of some of those sounds that date to that space. So it made sense to have him come in and bring that essence to that song.
Yeah.
Buyer's Remorse is a little bit more jazz leaning. There's like some funky chords in there. So that's all Terry Josiah. That's his pocket.
Yeah. Huh.
So
I like that,
yeah,
man.
yeah. I'm all about, like, at this point, I'm all about collaboration, but I want the collaboration to make sense. Like, I like collaborating with people when it's playing to what their bag is, and not to say that people are one-dimensional, but everybody has what they excel at already.
Yep.
So I like bringing collaborations to people when I know it fits
That's
what
how
they're
I
good at.
do most of my collaborations. I hear merch on this, or I hear so-and-so on this. That's literally how I'll do it. So it's like, if I hear them on this, I'm going to do my thing on it. And I know they're going to do their thing because this is their lane. So
Right.
It's like, yeah, catering to your feature versus making them cater to you. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Type
Right.
shit. So,
Right.
nah, I fucks with that. I likes that for sure. So Buyer's Remorse was the first. No. Yeah, we did
Yeah.
listen to
Yep.
Buyer's Remorse for
Yeah.
first. So, I'm Stuck. What about I'm Stuck?
That one, man, that one's quickly becoming, like, after Up Down, that one's probably my next favorite to perform. The song itself is about being stuck in a hoe phase and not being able to get enough. Just being that, oh God. Hey man, everybody had their time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's about being stuck in, like, there's so many options, there's so much available to me, and not being able to get enough of that. I mean, it's also kind of a play on words, like just being stuck, being high as shit and being stuck.
Okay.
And not being able to get enough of being in that moment.
Yeah.
Every song that I write, I feel like this, like, some people write songs and the shit they're talking about spans years. I feel like a lot of the songs that I write span, like, they're just a single moment in time. A lot of the songs that I write are just about a specific scenario or a specific snapshot of my life. So it kind of makes sense when I'm putting everything together.
Yeah.
Like, being stuck in a particular moment, and not being able to get enough of that moment.
Yeah.
It's like just almost like pure sensory overload. And that was kind of where that came from.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Merch, I'm Stuck, right here on Higher Conversations. I wanted to say 96.1 The Beat, but that ain't my shit. I need to come up with my own fake radio station. Smoking the City Radio.
Baby, I'm stuck on you. I'm stuck. Yes, so be careful.
You really should start smoking the city radio.
I don't wanna go nowhere.
That should just be
Swear to
it.
God,
Yeah.
cancel no plans. I'm alive, dance on my grave.
I need that as a radio station on GTA for playing.
She said,
Have these on there in between.
Yeah.
I don't wanna be alone, can I
Yeah.
stay?
Hey.
Don't play these games. When you saw me last year, you didn't know my name. They come and they go. One in the bathroom, one on the phone, one in the classroom, one on the sofa. Go slow, go faster, like controller. I can't get enough.
See, I would have called it that. Not I would have, but I would have been like, hey, that I can't get enough, not knowing it was called I'm stuck.
That first line was like, it was one of those where I had the titles.
I
But
fucks with you.
I couldn't make I'm stuck. It didn't make sense as a hook.
Yeah.
But it's the first line.
Yeah.
So
Nah, I fucks with it.
It worked.
I like having song titles that don't have shit to do with the song for real.
Right.
Just some abstract shit.
Right. This is probably my favorite part. Shout out Jack over at Dreamspace for he did all the vocal arrangement on this and all the like vocal production. He's crazy talented. Probably like one of the only people that I've ever met that I like have trusted to edit my vocals.
Other than yourself or what?
Yeah. Not only that, but like someone that I heard his production and I was like, I need to learn from you. Like, what are you doing? What do you do? Because man, his stuff is crazy.
Yeah, this shit sounds great. And I already listened to it. It's already in the playlist itself, so it's solid work, solid body of work.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
And then what I like about it, a lot of it sucks. A lot of rappers too, but music can just sound unprofessional or like generic. I don't know if the word I'm looking for. This shit sounds professional, like, cause you get that like that shit has a sound, like it sounds good, it sounds real. You know what I mean? Especially with a lot of singers, they can't sing well a lot of the time. Like we talked, like you just said, their vocals can't get mixed well. Cause I know a lot of people who can sing, but recording that shit sounds ass. Because they don't know whoever they're just recording not in a basement. Let me not say that, because you can make some shit in the basement if you got the nigga in there who's knowing how to work the tools. It's the people who's working the tools that don't know what the fuck they're doing.
It's the gear, not the ear.
Yeah, for
Everywhere.
real. The samurai, not the sword. You feel me?
Yep.
So that be the problem now that I know more, right? So it's like your shit sounds, that bitch sound polished, man. It sounds really, really good. You having obviously the skills that you have, and then really being around all those individuals that, I mean, the top tier. You guys as Anthem showed me another side of what Colorado music, another side of the Colorado music scene. The professionalism. It's more than just some niggas out here that's just rapping or think that they're good. Like, oh, y'all motherfuckers really be writing music, composing music, playing live, writing music for other people, selling music. Like, y'all niggas be doing a whole lot of shit, and that I didn't even know really existed out here. So I definitely applaud you guys for just even the shit that you guys are doing now, man. Studio shit on point. All y'all on point as far as what y'all doing, what y'all bring to the table. Like, I've seen it with my own eyes. I've heard it with my own ears. You know what I'm saying? So y'all definitely got some shit going on, man. Really, really motherfucking dope for sure.
I'm glad that we've been able to have you be a part of the process, like coming in, even just cutting up with us, and like there's a couple of things that, because I mean, likewise, you know what I mean? Like neither me nor Terry, Josiah, nor JJ are from here.
Yeah.
We're not born and raised here. I'm from Baltimore and they're from San Diego.
Right.
So I didn't move here till I was 16. They moved here, Terry, Josiah, and JJ moved here in like 2018 and 2020. So we're all relatively new. They had a hand in the industry
over there
in San Diego.
Yeah,
so
they were sought out to fucking be here and shit.
Right. So like they really got to teach me a lot of how they move. And I've just tried my best to be a sponge and just be able to absorb as much information as possible. Because they're paving the way.
Yeah, man, they got a lot of shit going on. It's definitely dope as fuck to see because, again, you think it's one thing out here as far as, you know, everything in relation to music, and you turn the corner and it's some shit you never knew was, okay, so we could be doing this too. This shit is fire right here. This is how we're gonna open the show musically. So let's start that show with my geyser. I came across him yesterday.
Oh, okay.
This shit's fire. Fire as fuck. And I instantly thought of you, and I thought of you, and I thought of Brett. I thought of all my white boys. I ain't gonna lie. I thought of all my white boys when I seen him. I was like, they would fuck him up like that. Just being able to like collab with him and shit, like,
right, yeah.
Because this shit is fire, and I'm pretty sure he produced this shit himself.
I'm sure. He definitely didn't find this on BeatStars anywhere. No.
Cutting up. Fuck the club up.
What do you call those shoes? What are those?
I wouldn't even. Well, I would have no idea.
All you do is smoke. Hey yo, what the fuck?
Holy.
Play your damn role. Sit down.
Don't worry about what the fuck I be doing. Let's stimulate your mind.
What you laughing
We
at?
got all kinds of shit.
Hey, bitch.
There's no cheese?
Don't be in front of us and act like a straight up G. And
Letting these boys bust up your back. R.I.P. to Pimp motherfucking C, man. Higher conversations, you dig? It's another one, man. They don't understand that this shit's gonna be bigger than motherfucking the biggest thing that you could ever think was gonna be the biggest thing. And we got a very special guest here today. Co-founder?
Yeah.
Co-founder, producer, young legend in the making, young entrepreneur,
great musician. Merch! Get love merch!
You do got all the sounds.
I got all the sounds, man.
All you got.
We gotta make everybody feel welcome, you know what I mean?
The late night with Jimmy Fallon type.
And you know what's crazy about that? Give it up! It's funny that you say that. I literally just watched the Arsenio Hall little, I guess, documentary for like the show.
Oh, yeah?
I want that.
Yeah?
And when I say that, I mean like maybe, I don't give a fuck if it's late night or whatever, but that format, like what he was doing, bringing young, unknown artists on the grind, man, your NWAs, your Ice Cubes, your motherfucking Queen Latifahs, Public Enemy. I'm talking about everybody from that era that didn't get to go on. I forgot what the other
probably like Stephen Colbert.
Man,
or,
what? Yes.
Something.
Around that time, it was a literally, if you go on Arsenio, you can't either come here or you can't come for a while. It was really that
like
type
Radius
of shit.
Clause,
man,
yeah.
come
all
on,
that
man.
bullshit.
Well, no, it was just him. He was that guy. I forgot his name, but he was like lead in late night.
I'm gonna look it up.
And he was not fucking with he was like, nah, man, if y'all niggas, I call the shizots, right? I basically say who comes and goes in this motherfucker, even though I'm just the host of this bitch, but I done built my clout up so much. Like, nigga, because there was only a few late shows.
Right.
But, yeah, man, just the way Arsenio Hall was kicking it then with just
David
everything.
Letterman.
So David Letterman was one, but I want to say it was Rudy. Where did I watch this, man? I don't even, and I'm not even, you know why I'm thinking? I don't even know why I'm thinking Rudy Gobert. Watch this. Hold on. Cause I'ma find it.
How you gonna get your way out of this one?
Nah, check this out. Cause this is the whole reason why we're able to do shit like this in the first place. And be able to pull up things and look at things. Where the fuck is it? Okay, so this is more recent, so I watched it.
Putting
Here it
in
is.
work on YouTube.
Man, what? Come on, man. This shit was fire as fuck. Trying to figure out who it was because it was only a. So he's literally appealing to the. So at first that's that primetime shit. They were trying to give him a weak ass deal. That nigga was like, nah. They were trying to give him a busted time slot. He took it and he was able to run that bitch up. It should be telling us who his competition was or his ops were, because that fool was not fucking with it at all. But because I can't remember that motherfucker's name for shit. And I remember watching this shit.
That's crazy. It's just wild how far away from this we are now. Like, this was the way.
Bro, look at this shit.
And, like, if you look at, what's that, 30 years ago?
Yeah,
25 years ago?
1990, yeah.
So 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Then you go another 30 years back.
Yeah.
It's like you're barely getting
Wild.
into colored TV.
Bro, what? Barely. None of this shit. I'm trying to figure out who he was. See? And then he passes. That's when he does this shit. And then after he does Coming to America, you know what I mean? Shit gets to popping. That's how he gets. So not only is he breaking, black artists back then at that time that weren't getting on the white talk shows or whatnot, he's bringing in the A-listers too now. That's why it changed the game when Farrah Fawcett came on, and then it was like, oh, so now we can.
Right, you could
She
bring
went,
on whoever.
now I can. Exactly.
Who is this guy?
So he was, I think he was the producer, writer. He was one of the guys.
Oh, okay.
On Arsenio and so when Arsenio fucked himself, basically, he did the interview nobody wanted him to do. He kind of walked, like, bro. He's like, don't do it. He told him, like, bro, don't go out like this. Don't do it. So from that, he, and he's the guy on this show. So he's like, hey, bro, I'm gonna need, this nigga's about to blow the whole shit. I'm gonna need a job, family. So he went from that to the next best running talk show. So he was on 2 good ass fucking talk shows. Look, Sylvester Stallone.
Damn.
Nope, they take his shit off. I remember when they take his shit off. Johnny Carson, that's who it is. David Letterman. Okay, so David Letterman, Johnny Carson. So it was Johnny Carson was the old nigga up there that was like,
nah.
We ain't fucking with it. So, and that was the whole controversy behind it too, because it was like you said, man, if you go do Arsenio, you can't come do my shit.
Right.
But it's like, yo, Arsenio's the new wave anyway. His shit popping for sure. And anytime you go on Arsenio Hall, they got the music performance. That's how I feel like the shit, like all that's were created, like especially with having performances and shit with sketch comedy, like, because they were really doing it up as far as like musical performances and shit. Like, and breaking artists. Like that's what it's about. You got to take it in your hands for real and really run it. But yeah, that's that motherfucker's name, Johnny Goddamn Carson. Shout out to that wacko, because he
don't get no fancy button or anything.
Nah, he gets
yeah,
he gets one of those.
Right.
Fuck that nigga,
that
Johnny
part.
Carson. Because motherfuckers be hating for real. So it's like, man, y'all hate, what? Like, man, let that young man come in the game and get some money on.
Can you give any example of when gatekeeping has actually worked?
No, because they keep in all the weirdos. They let in all the weirdos and keep out all the cool people or all the legit motherfuckers. Because you think about the industry in general, there's a handful of real and an abundance of fake.
Yeah, it's
slimy. Or
I will say that was the one thing. That was the one thing about being out like in BET weekend, like just being everywhere. That stuck out to me is it felt artificial.
Everything is
because it's talked about so much, but like so many of the interactions that I had just felt so manufactured.
Niggas got PR training,
right? Nah, for real.
With life, so like, you gotta goddamn you.
And they have PR training through like every state of being alive. So they have PR training of like being, hey, if you're fucked up, they're still on it. That's what's crazy is like they could be really fucked up, but you don't know, like you just can't tell,
bro.
And it's like
shit.
Yeah.
What would be one thing you took away from that entire experience?
Who was? I can't remember who said this. I want to say it was literally Maya Angelou. If it's something along the lines of like, if people show you who they are, believe them.
You goddamn right.
Like
don't ignore the fucking red flags.
Like people. It's right there. Yeah. Not that there were a crazy amount of red flags being out there, but it like you just see like body language is 80% of how we talk. So you just see not how people move, but literally how people are moving. And it says a lot about who people are or honestly like what they've shown up to the function for. Cause like it's very easy to walk into any of those events and know who's there for what. Like who's there to get fucked up, who's there to talk to, just mac on whoever, and who's there for like to actually get shit done and move. And also you can tell very quickly who has accolades and who is young and hungry because of how people are. Everybody's time is different, and you can tell like whose time people are on. And when those people walk in, you can see like visibly, you can see how everybody reacts to one person.
Yeah, like in the movies. And it's crazy. They do that shit set up so because it's really like that. Like, like when wrestling. Have you ever watched wrestling? So some whole shit could be going on.
Yep.
Let that fucking glass break. Oh! JR, that's all because nigga, when they step in the room. Anybody else could come in there and it's whatever.
I was waiting at it was an after party hosted by Drewski. I think it was like one of the official after parties. Nah, I'm straight.
I'm about to say I didn't pass you. I'm just
I got mine.
Okay.
We partake, but we don't smoke.
We don't smoke.
Yeah.
But
it was an after party for like the actual. It was like one of the official BET after parties hosted by Drewski.
Okay.
And the line outside, you could tell it was just a bunch of people that were used to not waiting in lines, all waiting in line. And it's like the whole outside was a networking event in and of itself because it's just a bunch of people waiting to get in. So everyone's trying to figure out who everyone is.
Right.
Everyone's trying to figure out who's going to find the way in, whatever. But those people that were out there are still like, if any of those people that were waiting in that line were in Colorado, it'd be a big deal.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. But those people aren't even inside. Yeah. They're waiting to get inside. Yeah. But here, they'd be in the section, walking in the back, whatever. And then you see like 3 Escalades pull up onto the curb, not care about who's where, whatever. You know what I mean? And then Leon Thomas gets out. And it's like, I wouldn't even think, like coming from here, it's like, everybody's so much bigger than
Yeah.
where we're at
Yeah.
that it's like you almost put them all in the same category. But then when you go out there, you realize, nah, this person who might be famous over here, they're nothing compared to they don't
When you
have
get in the
they don't
room
have
with these
that
other
money.
people, yeah.
They didn't write Snooze by SZA last year.
Yeah.
Leon Thomas did.
Yeah.
So like that's a different, you know what I mean? It's a different I guess the takeaway is like there really are like there's levels to it. There's levels to it here.
Yeah.
There's levels to it there, and then there's levels to it overall. And it's like the difference I think shocked me a little bit.
Okay.
That was like to see who was standing outside versus who was in there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Ty Dolla $ign's inside.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about right now? what are we talking about
Yeah,
right now?
nah, real Spinio, and he's one of them guys.
Yeah, and he had a year this year.
Yeah.
So
Ty Diggity's one of them guys.
yeah, so
Whatchacall's running the big too. My dog, Don Tolliver, man.
oh yeah,
I fucks with Donnie.
yep.
Man. I like,
But this year's awards it was definitely like all women dominated this year.
see,
and
I
that
missed that shit too.
That was definitely what they pushed for
Yeah.
sure. Like it
Okay.
was every female in the game was there and was nominated for something. It was Cardi, Nicki, you had Victoria Monet, you had Ava Starr, Tyla, like all the people.
Yeah.
All the people that are doing it across the board in every genre.
Yeah.
Were there. So that was cool to see too.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's super fucking fire, man. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
I'm gonna go with production advice because I feel like that's like most applicable, and I use that a lot. The most important production advice that I got, and I got it very early on, and it's a pivotal part of my sound now, is that silence is the funkiest sound. And figuring out how to use silence as an instrument when you're producing.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so you'll notice even on I'm Stuck, like there are moments, like especially in that second verse when it comes in, there's a lot dropped out and there's a lot of like negative space. There's a lot of like moments where a lot of the instruments cut out.
Yeah.
And when you take stuff out, it makes shit really impactful when you bring it back in. So it's kind of there's a couple ways it's applicable, right? Like if on this table there's hella stickers, if it was just completely blank and there was one sticker, I'm only looking at that one sticker because that's all I can look at.
Okay.
Because everything else is taken out.
Yeah.
But this is noise, and it's tasteful noise.
Yeah.
But even if on this table there's like a sticker that's 3D, I'm looking at that one first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that, or like in live performance, if someone gets on stage and they're just jumping all over the stage for 15 minutes, eventually your brain tunes it out because they're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Whereas someone who maybe is standing still for the first 5 minutes, they're just on the mic, and then all of a sudden they go crazy and they start going all over the place. That moment has so much more impact than if you don't leave context and room for that to happen.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Give him a little. Take it away.
So the silence, like by incorporating elements of silence into production, when you have those impact moments and those hits, it makes them so much more impactful.
I like that, and I get it too, because there'll be times, especially within music, when you waiting on that beat drop, or like you said, you take it out.
Think about
then
"Don't" by Bryson Tiller. That moment where everything cuts out. Yeah, exactly. Right.
it's your way for it. Nah, that motherfucker coming strong. I get,
right. So stuff like that.
What's your favorite sound?
Other than silence?
And why? Really?
Like my favorite sound, like over like a genre. My favorite genre. My favorite.
I mean,
just instrument or favorite.
You could like the sound of a lawnmower cutting grass.
Oh God! All right.
You know what I mean?
Water, like flowing water, like a waterfall, which is really just
a
white
waterfall,
noise.
or like a lake or a running like river, because a waterfall is pretty loud.
Maybe like, for sure, maybe like a distant waterfall, Like if there was a water,
distant one sounds a little more like pleasurable.
I don't need it to drown me out because I'm gonna get anxious.
Oh yeah, because
I'm
a
gonna
big
be like
one.
someone's gonna sneak up on me if
Yeah.
I got my eyes closed. But like a distant waterfall or just any type of running water, except for a sink. Don't.
And why
give me
does that resonate with you?
I think one because it's real, and water is like the basis of damn near everything. Two, like when you think about a waterfall, it's really just white noise. Like it's just a constant like white noise sound. And I have to listen to so many different things all day, every day, that it's nice for my ears to just have something that's just like noise.
Right.
Like I'm the type of person that like when I don't listen to music when I go to the gym because I hear it all day, every day.
Yeah. See.
And people look at me like that's crazy.
No, it's not. If see people, you gotta understand with musicians or people that do music, we do get tired of music. Because why? We're so consumed by it because it's what we love. There's a time where it's like, turn that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That and like, you get to a point of mixing, where your ear starts to pick up on everything. Like, oh, that refrigerator is humming at a F. Like that's crazy. You know, and I start.
Whoa, that's crazy.
You start picking up. I mean, I'm not nearly on the level, bro. Some of these musicians that we work with are crazy. They really are like that. Yeah. They'll hear, and they'll start to get to the point where they'll hear like a spoon clinking against a mug, and they'll hear that's two notes together. It's these two, and they'll play it on the piano. The clinking sound of it. It pisses me off. But honestly, I'm jealous, but I'm not at the same time. Because can you imagine how overwhelming that would be to have that all the time?
It's just your brain net. It's always going. Like, no, fuck that. So I like to turn this motherfucker off sometimes.
Yeah. So it's like my favorite sound is a sound that gives me a break from what I do every day.
I like
because I need to get back. It's like when they have coffee grounds in a perfume store.
Yeah.
And you got to smell coffee grounds in between smelling each scent because you got to bring your nose like back to zero.
Yeah.
That's what I like sound that brings me back to zero.
I like that. I'm not mad at that at all, sir. Yeah. If you could communicate with one species of animal. Don't be looking at my questions up here.
I had to look to make sure you weren't just like picking this out of nowhere. I was like, okay, cool. He's not a superhero. He actually has questions. Shit. If I could communicate with any animal.
Yeah, or any species.
See, now it's got to be like an animal that's going to give me like a strategic advantage. Now
that's a good one. So what one would that be?
Bro, me and my friends always used to talk about this. If we could have an army of raccoons.
What?
Like what we could do with that.
What could you fucking do with that? People are deathly terrified of raccoons.
That and like, I don't know if you ever seen a raccoon up close.
Oh yeah.
But they like.
It's not I don't like them.
They're a high utility species for sure.
What do you mean by that?
A gang of raccoons.
Yeah, man. Right out here at the trash can, man. I was taking out the trash one night, bro. It's like 6 of the bitches, man.
Yeah. Ready to go.
Big motherfuckers.
Like ready to
I was like,
call them trash pandas.
I tried not to freak the fuck out, but I'm just, and I hear, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I see that motherfucker. And then the other one's kind of like, I'm like, oh, let me toss this shit. So for like 3 nights, or for the next few times I'm taking the trash out,
you gotta look.
Tossing it. Like,
from deep.
I ain't
throwing it from
them
3
niggas, because I don't want them to think I'm a threat and fucking run down on me.
Nah.
I'm cooked. I'm gonna be able to kick them, and I'm mostly in slides. They go, man, what? These motherfuckers.
So raccoons for sure. if Hollow's scared of a raccoon, raccoons for sure.
Yeah, raccoons, right? Fucking with them niggas, man. Y'all gonna catch them.
Right.
That's what it's gotta be.
All right, you gotta have an answer though. What's your? I know it's your podcast, but
for what? The species?
What, yeah.
If I could.
can't tell me no one's thrown the question back on you before.
A few times. I don't get it. I don't get it a lot.
You answer differently every time, or is it one of those things where like it's your favorite restaurant, you pretend you're looking at the menu, but you always pick the same thing?
Damn, no, because I don't get asked. I don't get that every time, so it's random. So I'll ask a certain question. So like right now, that was random. So it'll be just like that. Like shit. Now I have to think about it because I don't for any of the. And there's so many questions, right? But I don't think about any of them beforehand because I don't want to. Because I for real, I want it to either be, I really want it to be a genuine answer. Some people are quick on it because they already kind of know like that's really your favorite. But I ain't thought about that shit for real. And I've asked that question a few times. So it's like, what
people want to know?
I got to think about animals that I would really like. Or again, now you said useful, right?
It don't have to be useful.
Well, but now you make me think useful because then it's like shit.
I could say all that to communicate with a raccoon, and they're like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
That just because I can talk to them doesn't mean they're gonna
what to do.
I
don't know, man. I can't go off an animal that I even like because I like wolves. I like falcons. I don't know. Falcons are pretty fucking.
You got to go find a falcon now.
Yeah.
Like that's not close.
It's not close, but when you get one, who the fuck, nigga, that shit'll fuck you up
from so high up.
Yeah. Or like an eagle, but a falcon is much more.
You know what I think is one of the most disrespectful, like Mother Nature things that can happen?
Yeah.
Getting shat on by a bird.
That's the craziest shit, bro. I don't think I've ever been shit on, but I know people that have been shat on.
And people have the audacity to be like, "Oh, it's good luck." Fuck out of here.
That's kind of bad luck because out of all the places that they can shit, they shat on you. So I mean, I guess if
but
you
they
look
say
at it
that
like
exact same thing, but they try to glass half full. I don't want to hear it. I'm not with the fuckery.
I don't want to get pooped on.
Get it out.
Getting pooped on is never
at terminal velocity from up.
Bow, nigga. Ooh.
When you least expect it.
Motherfuckers got shit on in the lips.
That's crazy.
Right on head.
You took
arms.
it there.
Yeah, like nah, fool. I'm cool. I would be happy to go my whole life and not be shat on by a boyd.
Yeah.
A boyd at all. Where are we at with it? Let me see. Let me take a see here. Cause the vibes. It's the vibe. Smoking the City Radio, Higher Conversations.
Right.
Merch made it in the building.
Right.
Go back. Go the fuck back. All right, I'm stuck. Game over. Let's talk about it.
Game over.
Can't come over. I'm so stupid. Because he was like, game over.
I was like, shit. I was like, let's talk. Let me learn something. No.
Yep. I can't see. Come over.
Nah, you good. Come over. Come over. Yeah, that one, man. I hardly remember writing that. I like to drink. I like to drink when I record.
Okay.
I like to drink when I write.
What's
I don't
your
like to drink.
Choice?
I'm super simple. It's really rum and coke right now. It's the budget drink. Yeah. Rum to me is the best liquor because it's the most versatile. Light, dark, spiced. You could put it in anything really.
Yeah.
And people don't like that. People don't like that. I think rum is the best liquor.
Huh. He likes rum, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Let him drink his rum.
Right. In peace, please. It's a plea.
Please.
But yeah, rum in anything, but it always just ends up being rum and coke. But yeah, the writing process for that one was pretty hazy. It was, but it was about a moment. It was about a moment in time. Got to take a trip away with a certain someone, and got to just get down for 3-4 days of just like of just tuning everything else out, and it was like you got a button for that too. That's crazy. The eye contact is nuts. But yeah, so that first, she's my little hourglass and time is winding down. That again, it was just the line I thought of. I didn't know how I wanted to make it happen. again, shout out Caleb Colors for helping me with the production. Masterful at the keys.
Masterful.
Right. All that. And then, yeah, the rest of the record kind of came together pretty authentically. It was one of those where, again, I had the lyrics, had the idea, but until we made that beat in particular, like, it was an immediate connection.
Okay.
And it be at the most inconvenient times, but I have to honor it every time.
Yeah.
Like, I really have canceled sessions because I'm like, there's this thing hitting right now, and it's again, because I write in moments. It's such a like, and it really be annoying because it's like when it comes, I do have to honor it, or it just, I gotta wait for the next one.
Yeah.
And it's not to say that like I can't write whenever, but when it comes to, well, what do I want to say? Because I songwrite for a lot of people, like pretty much. I guess that's one thing that's like different about our studio in general is, and the way that I try to run it is like, the majority of the clients I work with, I've either been working with for multiple years or they're locked in for the meantime, but they're all locked in for pretty much for projects or artist development. Like there are clients that are coming back song after song and doing the full song with us, from the beat from scratch to all the songwriting, the recording, vocal arranging, mixing, mastering. So it's all like that. So for other people, I feel like it's easier for me to write because it's almost like I'm given a prompt, and it's like they give me the topic and what they want to talk about, and I can fill that. But when it comes to like when you do that so much, you start to, if you're not careful, you lose your own voice, which is why so many songwriters struggle to make their own music, because it's like you look at people like The Dream, and The Dream writes for everybody, but it's like at the end of the day, well, what does The Dream want to say? And it's like, oh, I don't know, so
That makes sense.
I really have to be aware that I'm not pouring in too much over here without also taking the time to figure out, well, what's my voice? So all that to get back to what's come over about. Yeah. It was about a specific trip that I got to take, an experience that I got to have with a certain someone, and what that felt like. Again, just that moment in a song.
Hell yeah. Come over. Merch.
And time is winding down. She's my little hour. Give me 24 hours. Moving from the bedroom to the shower. Up all night, might need a little powder. Powder room at the after party. Home goes throwing back Bacardi.
Yeah, this one is definitely about.
Hell yeah.
When I was listening to this one, this is one of the ones that I was like, make me feel like the Justin Timberlake was. That's my dog.
Hell yeah. This one live goes crazy too. Like with the full band, they be.
How we gonna solve them? Your body got me tripping on my words, speaking nonsense. Yellow tape is wrapped around my head. Be cautious, baby, be honest. Can you come over? Come knock on my door, legs on my shoulder. I can't wait to fall. Take you down. Window to the wall. Take you down. Yeah. Tonight feels like a time lapse. Plotted a movie, we at the climax. I need rebuttals, can you bite back? If I say please, would you like that? How you turn a love day to a love life? Everybody's scared of bed bugs to the bug bites. I don't wanna overthink this when it's just right. I know I can't go back to how it was. Girl, you causing problems. How we gonna solve them? Your body got me tripping on my words, speaking nonsense. Yellow tape is wrapped around my head. Be cautious, baby, be honest. Can you come over?
Hey.
Over. Come knock on my door, legs on my shoulders. I can't wait to fall. Take you down. Window to the wall. Take you down.
Man, you and Delaney would be fire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been working.
You and Delaney. Hold on,
I feel like I've heard her stuff before.
That felt like Delaney's type of shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah?
watch. I just want you to, just because, like, shout out to motherfucking Delaney. Her shit.
She was a Box State artist, right? Box State Mic Drop.
And she was Bliss Despair. Which one is it? It's because I have a few. Hold on, I gotta remember which one. They're all dope, but it's not that one. But that one's. See this one's fire too. But it's this one, and then there's another one. I just want you to hear her vibe.
We're so silver and gold, it never gets old. I just wanna hold you.
Shout out to Touch Buddy on the mix.
Silver and gold, and all that it knows, and all that it holds to. Sometimes it gets overwhelming. We're dripped in silver and gold,
And she's got a whole like unique vibe to her herself. To be so young, she's like your age.
Right.
Cause you're what, 24?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's definitely your age, if not younger.
I feel like I'm getting to the point where I can start being like these young people.
Yep.
Close. I feel like I got one more year.
Yeah. Nah, for sure. But that is it. This one? Yeah, this the one. This one was on the Box Day for sure.
Is this the one she has the video to, or is that a different one?
I don't think she has a video to this. She might, but I don't think so. I didn't see it. And I might be wrong.
I checked her out when I saw, because I feel like she was either the artist before me or after me.
Oh,
It might, because I was December, I think.
Yeah, after.
Which, by the way, I didn't realize y'all don't save those links. You just recycle the link, because I can't go back and, like, if I try to show people, oh, I was a Box State artist, I can't show people because it auto, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna talk to Chiba about that.
Because that's like cool. It's like a portfolio piece for us as people that are on it. You know what I mean?
For sure.
To be able to show that, like, the proof that we were.
I'm gonna see about that. I don't know. That song though, "Come Over," made me think of her and you. And I feel like I have that A&R shit because I didn't put niggas in the room and some shit that came out. Like, man,
it takes a special ear.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
I'm with it though. I'm with it.
like I feel y'all two with that, just your style of music and her style, and being able to really blend those two together.
Right.
Like, come on, this shit is a vibe to me. I love this shit. And being able to write for her or write together, because she writes her shit too.
Yeah.
Y'all come up with some fire ass shit for real.
Yeah.
And with you with the production, oh man,
that's what's cool to me too. Is it's like it don't even have to be my voice. Like
you could just do you could just write and produce for her some shit.
And I'm happy to play a position. You know what I mean? It's such a necessary thing. Not everybody can be the quarterback.
I love her style. Right, get merch on the remix. Come on, man.
That's one thing I really want to start doing, is throwing open verses on like people's stuff that's like local.
Yeah, nah, for sure, man. That's what we gotta do, man. Heart Attack.
This is my favorite one on the whole project right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
by
listen
far.
and we'll talk about it after.
And you been going out more. You hanging with your ex-man. He praying on my downfall. You say he's just a best friend. When you say that shit, it sounds forced. He calling and he texting. And what he's still around for. Talk. You've been so cautious. Pick up the phone, baby. You're making me nauseous. Give me your word and give me all of your problems. Give me a heart attack, but don't do it often. Oh, could run it back with old shorty for the summer. Make her feel like she the one I wanted. Give her something extra, I could wanna. Why you so pressed when you know your love's above her? Put in all this legwork so you could love another. Then he didn't stay, so you hit under.
Talk your shit!
Hit under the mattress, kids and all the rubbers, and you wonder what I'm up to, but you don't want the numbers. Comparisons, assessing what the damage is. Trying to break a cycle, but today we're still our parents' kids. Happy couple Parisons, Londons and the Parises. Trying to focus on right now before it perishes. And if you're happy in the moment, I'll pass the time so I don't have to know it. Why you say you're moving on? I know that you're coping. Wait until I come back around, cause I've been so worried. You've been so cautious. Pick up the phone, baby, you're making me nauseous. Give me your word and give me all of your problems. Give me your heart attack, but don't do it all.
Hey, 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 hey.
Yeah, this
I like when them little horns come in.
Losing control. Can't take no more.
Every little bit. You can't make a cake without all the ingredients.
at all. That shit
what I mean?
gonna be a flat, burnt
So
cake.
whether you know, depending on what you're using, but that shit's a vibe, man.
Thank you, man.
Fucking merch, man. Heart attack. So what's that one about, man? What's the heart attack about?
Yeah, that was about a situation where it's like after a relationship is over and you're still in that. I had a big issue with like fully cutting people off, you know. So we would be in this like phase of off on, whatever, and it's like, you know how when you do that, there's always like, you can never really get more than a couple weeks of that before
Right.
it's an issue, and then it's an issue, then maybe y'all don't talk, then it's like you get a couple more weeks, you know what I mean? So that's the give me a heart attack but don't do it often, you know what I mean? It's like, it's about this like false sense of security of like these few weeks of like, oh no, we're chilling, I can handle this, you know what I mean? You're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing, we
Right.
don't gotta be together, I can do that. I can, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it
When
comes
in
to
reality.
a head. Right. Because fuck all that. So it comes, you know, after a while, it just gets to a point where it's like, all right, here we go again, and then it comes back around. But yeah, that's where the kind of the concept came from, and really just from this point of like, bruh, I do so, like, what more can I do? Come on now. Like, I do so much. So it's definitely from a less humble place.
Okay.
But it's also from a place, it's a less humble place, but it's also like this complacent, like, all right, give me a heart attack, don't do it often, like, cool. Like,
Yeah.
go and be on your bullshit, and
But like, yeah, bitch.
I'll trip about it occasionally, yeah. So
I'm gonna trip about it every fucking time. I'll fuck you up.
You know.
Nah, it's
You know.
It's whack. It's whack.
it's whack.
It's whack. You know
But
what
that's
I
one
mean?
of my, I don't know, that is recency bias too. That was the last song that I recorded out of the 6. That's the most recent one that I did. So there's some recency bias there, but that's the one that out of all of them on there, most people are saying like that's the one. So I've been trying to push that.
That one's fire for
shout
sure.
out Indie 1023. Got some radio play on their station up in Denver last Friday, so that was cool. Just been trying to push that one to a couple different places.
And you do know that. And oh shit, that's loose. I gotta tighten this motherfucker up. R.I.P. Shouting out my cousin featuring him, man, Tony Exum Jr.
Is there?
How about it?
This one was back in, well, yeah, like I said, this one and Uptown were recorded at the same time. So this was December of 2021.
Wow.
Yeah, we sat on this one for a minute. This was the hardest one to record. Or I won't say I guess, yeah, it was the most drawn out process for sure.
Okay.
It took 3 months of like from starting the idea to getting like a full idea done. Basically started with the hook and just the beat. Wasn't fully fleshed out, but I felt like it needed more. Shout out JJ Sharp, got him on there. He recorded a verse, didn't like his verse. I definitely want to release the one that we didn't release. I want to release that version one day. But he recorded his verse, didn't like that one, recorded a new one, still felt like it needed something. I actually, a lot of people don't know this, but I had Tony Exum Jr. on my album from 2021. I had him play on multiple songs, just different background elements. And then there's a song on there called 2 Minute Warning that he fully played on. So that was something that I wanted to bring back. On 2 Minute Warning, he has this long solo kind of at the end of the song. On RIP, he has this long solo at the end of the song. I liked the way that structure worked. So took some time to get him in there. Felt like the record was done, and then I was like, nah, we need bass and guitar. So I had to get live bass on it, had to get live guitar on it, had to take stuff out to add that stuff in, move around a lot to get that done. Had the vocals done for like a year, and then had them done for probably like 2 years, and then before I released it in February of last year, re-recorded all the vocals, added all the vocal arrangement. So people like that. That's why when people are like, "All right, I make a record in a 4-hour session. Cool, I'm gonna get 3 records done." No, you're not. Like you might get 4 ideas done, 3 ideas done, but like these records that you're competing against, there's teams of people that spend dozens of hours on making this sound perfect, and you're gonna go right here and. Like, come on, it's like all the songs that are on this project, I spent a lot of time on. Like, there's not that's where the polish comes from, though. Like, it, you know what I mean? The beginning idea that I recorded in 2021 and the final version sound similar, but that version, if I had put that version out, I wouldn't be proud of it right now. And this version that's out right now, I feel like I'm going to be proud of in 10 years. Because I spent the extra time to get it to where it needed to be, and that polish is not fun. There's no enjoyment in sitting there and trying to dial something in. For some people there is, but usually for the artist or the producer, it's not fun. Two more people I didn't shout out. Shout out the Gregory brothers, Justin and Ian. They're in town. 2 of the best musicians, mixing engineers, mastering engineers I've ever met. Their ears are unmatched. So I had to bring them in to polish up a lot of these records because, again, I feel like I can, that 0% to 90%, cool. That 90 to 100%, you could spend more time there than the whole first portion. You could spend more time just dialing it in. And I really trust their ear to get shit sounding right. So had to bring him in on it. But that was a long process. That one in Up Down, like legit, I'd spent 3 years making them. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't 3 years. It wasn't 3 years of coming in every day. Definitely not. There was a lot of dead space in there where it was like I know I want to put them out eventually, but when's the right time? And even with Up Down, like that was something that I tested on multiple audiences, on multiple shows before I put it out, because it was like, all right, how are people responding to this, and what do I need? Which is another tactic that I learned from Terry Josiah to like really, really test your music on your audiences before you put it out. And if something seems like it needs to be changed, like go with your gut. But hella lost my train of thought.
It'd be like that sometimes.
But yeah, all that to say, Up Down and RIP, they took a long ass time to get to where they're at now. And even those to me don't have the polish that the first 4 records on the project do, because those 2 were still released earlier than the other 4. And the other 4, I feel like there was even for myself, I'm still growing and learning and developing. So it's like there was more polish on these 4. Do I think that it was enough for someone to really hear it and feel that, or that it would mess with the cohesiveness of the project. No, like I think it all still flows together. But yeah, this looking back on it, like this EP really took 3 years to make, which is crazy because it didn't feel like that at all, and it didn't become an EP, or the concept of making an EP didn't really strike me until last year. But it's songs on here from COVID.
Yeah. And see that shit. And what I've learned too, like music is timeless, man, unless you're actually putting a date on it. So that shit is neither here nor there for real, man. They don't know, you know.
Right. Or if you're dating it to a specific sound, it's not, unless that sound is
things
timeless.
Can sound outdated, yeah, for sure.
But I had the honor of sitting in on a session with Rico Love in Denver not that long ago.
You did do that writing thing, huh?
Yeah.
How was that?
That was incredible. Learned so much from him. One of the most reassuring things I took away from it is he was talking about, like, if you really look at the last 10 years of music, it's the same 20 artists that have been at the top, and there's so many other artists that have come in and gone. And it's like, if you focus on trying to chase a trend or trying to chase a sound that is dated to a specific year or something, you know what I mean? Like drill music is it right now. It was it 2 years ago. People not rocking with that probably in 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Or if you look at what's happening right now with Afrobeat, like all of the people that are coming out with Thames, Tyla, Friday, who am I missing? I'm missing some big ass people.
Like that
you get the point.
Yeah.
That sound right now, the way it's fusing with American pop culture is the exact same thing that Latin music did when you had Despacito and all that back in like 2018. So it's like when you chase a trend, it's dated to a specific time. Granted, these big artists all kind of hopped on those trends, but their overall sound is not dated to that.
Right.
Justin Bieber was on a Despacito remix,
yeah.
but his sound, people don't identify him with that particular thing. Whereas people would look at, again, maybe someone like Pop Smoke and say, "Oh, this is your lane." You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's like sense. It's about how does your overall sound and brand like transcend certain pockets of where the industry is at.
Yeah.
So being able to create timeless music is so important because you can work on a song for 3 years. Mm-hmm. Like the music that was out when RIP started was not the music that is out right now as RIP is released. But people can listen to that and not think it's from, oh, that music is dated to this time, or you know what I mean? Like
when you hear it is when you hear it.
Right. So I really tried to spend a lot of time making sure that the music I'm making is transcending a particular section or a period of time in the industry.
This guy, if you're listening to this guy, I love your answers, man, because for someone at your age to know so much and just to picked up so much, because I don't know shit. I don't know shit.
Man, I feel like I don't either. You know what I mean?
So it's like
there's so much that, like, even in the last 4 months, I feel like I've learned more than the first 4 years. And with that, more opportunity has come.
Yeah.
So now it's just like I'm just trying to keep up, because it's like there's so many skills that I want to learn, but I have to find time to do them with all the opportunities that are coming, and I have to make sure that I don't hit this wave over here where it's mad opportunity, but I don't have the skill to fulfill it.
Yeah. See.
So it's like that's probably the most exhausting part, is trying to balance your skill set with the opportunity that is coming. Whereas before, it might feel like, to me, it felt like the exhaustion was, I have all these skills, but no one's giving me a chance. Now it's like, I have all these skills that I need to continue honing in, but there's all this opportunity and I can't capitalize on it all.
Yeah, you can't blow it, man.
You know what I mean? Like, one of the people that I got to meet a few weeks ago was OG Parker.
OG Parker.
Yeah. But to me, it's like, there's so much that I want to send him, but I'm like, it's gotta be right. And then it's like, you hesitate, and now it's been 3 weeks, and I'm like, buddy, not even going to remember me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like making sure that when the opportunity presents itself, I'm ready.
But see, even with that, I've always said, there's never going to be a right time. only right now. So even with that, because like you said, it's 3 weeks, but he's probably not even going to remember you. Yay or nay, maybe not, but you could have just, you got shit that's, you know what I'm saying? If you thought you was going to send him something, you should have just been like,
Right.
It's either going to, you know what I'm saying? It's either going to hit or miss. And if you got a couple in the chamber, man, you know what I'm saying?
And there's other, with that being said, with opportunities, I won't say opportunities missed, it's just opportunities not yet capitalized on.
Yeah.
Like there's other things that have happened this year that have been mind blowing.
That trumps that, right?
I won't even say like supersedes or anything like that. Trumps anything is just a hard word right now.
Hey man, shout out my motherfucking bull, man. That boy took one to the ear, man. I think that shit is fake as fuck too, man. I'm to the point where I believe everything and nothing at the same time.
Everything. That's why like it's just everything's artificial.
Everything
I can't. We can't even
real
comment on it.
And fake.
Right. We can't even.
That shit is real and fake. Like,
but all that to say, I don't think any opportunities I've capitalized on supersede the opportunities I have yet to capitalize on. But it's like it hasn't been all opportunity lost. But it's like, how do I capitalize on every opportunity? Because there's only so many chances to get to that next level.
You can't, man. It's like trying to grab coins falling out the sky. You're not going to catch all of them. You're gonna
And
catch
sometimes
a
a bird might sit on your head.
Yeah. You'll pull out your shirt and you catch a few more, but you'll never catch all of them, right?
Yeah.
You'll never catch all of them.
Yeah.
R.I.P. J.J. Sharp, Tony Exum Jr. Merch. Let's go! Sexy vibes.
Had to.
Play that shit.
Is you gonna be the one to come home with me?
Hey.
Yeah, you know I'ma lay it down, baby, R.I.P.
Smoking the City Radio.
I ain't usually the type to do repeats, but I want you.
Smoking the City Radio.
With the reverb and everything. Gotta get the echo.
We do it 1 or 2 or 3.
I do.
Smoking the City Radio.
Muscle memory like I can read mine. I'm reading yours, so I need you to read mine. Yeah, can you do it how I like it? Cause it's 5 or 6 girls that want you to fuck it up, so they can be next in line. Yeah. Swear I'ma fly you across the map for that ass. Back it up on me, that pussy so divine. Yeah. And spending time with you feels timeless. I hit it right, yeah, I feel righteous. But baby, I gotta know, is you gonna be the one?
And see, I'm a heavy man. I'm a huge fan of R&B and shit. So like, and like you said, vocal arrangement and shit. Just like even I gotta rewind it because I was hitting some shit in them things with it, man, and it sounds wonderful.
Thank you, man.
Spending time with you feels timeless. I hit it right, yeah, I feel righteous. But baby, I gotta know, is you gonna be the one to come home?
Because you couldn't have added that little righteous and then the little shit behind the. Like, man, come on.
And that's what I'm saying when I say like that wasn't in the original, and would that have been fine to release? Sure, but it doesn't have the replay value or the impact that taking that 3 years or whatever to really hone it in, because that stuff didn't get added until maybe 2-3 months before it got released, and we've been sitting on it since 2021. So it's like
it could be like that.
It could be, but it just takes time.
Yeah. And you got the video for this motherfucker, huh? Or is this just some footage, just some little footage?
Just some little footage, yeah. Just some visualizers. I've just been on that. I haven't shot a full music video ever, actually. Well, that's not true. I shot one. I never put it out.
Okay.
And it was some young dumb shit. I drove all the way to LA because I was so stubborn. I wanted to make this video happen, and it was a fire. Like I put everything together. It had choreography, everything. It was a fire video. But I fell short on budget to get it edited, and then I just missed my window.
Damn.
I missed my window. Yeah.
Shout out JJ Sharp.
Let's fill this night with this romance. Come here, girl. Let me take it down.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the other verse out one day.
Yeah.
I'll let him know before I do it, but it'll be a FYI.
You know I'ma lay it down, baby, R.I.P.
This shit is fire, man.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. And then Tony, man,
To know that that's him, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
yeah, real sax player out here really doing it.
And just like his co-sign in general just means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Like
oh, yeah.
he's a really like he's also been just a great mentor.
Yeah.
Because he's again just been through a lot of the business side. So especially like locally.
Yeah.
Like he has grown up in this
facts.
community.
Yeah.
So to be able to lean on him for support has been pivotal for me. So yeah.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like a motherfucker playing the guitar and having a little riff.
Yeah.
R.I.P. man.
And he be coming in 15 minutes. In and
Knocking
out.
that motherfucker down.
Right. Because you can't listen to that and say, oh, you got a word wrong. Like there's
none
of that.
Yeah. And to top it off,
Up down. Yeah. This record's always weird for me because like I feel like so many more people have heard it live than the actual recording, and then occasionally people hit me up when they hear the recording and they'll be like, oh, it sounds so much different because they're just so used to hearing the live version of it.
Right.
But this again made it in the same night as R.I.P. or at least started the idea in the same night as R.I.P. It came out, I think it was November of last year. Yeah, it was again just one of those where it was a long process. Like we had started with the beat and the hook, and then threw in the verses a little bit later, and then literally sat on it and performed it this was like Terry Josiah's favorite song of mine.
Yeah.
You could ask him right now.
This song
is his favorite song of mine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He be performing it without me sometimes.
Like
He'd be
what?
taking it to and he sounds so much better on it than I do, so it'd be pissing me off. 'Cause he be you know his voice. He be hitting that shit.
Like, Terry, knock it off,
Right.
man.
Yeah, but performed it everywhere because he made me perform it everywhere. I was like, I want to do it. He was like, no, you got to do this. This is your song. To him, it was like the first song that I could really like rock with and put try to get some momentum behind it. Really put a plan together to roll it out.
Okay.
This was like the first one that he really felt like had that component to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it stayed in the vault until I was ready to put it out. So it stayed in the vault for 2 years. Finally, again, locked back in with him to finish it.
Damn.
But this is production wise, this is the simplest one.
Okay.
This is I don't want to say dumbed down, but I'll say it this way: it needed the least production wise. There's a lot vocally going on. More production would just get in the way. So we just kind of let it rock with where it was at. And yeah, the response on this one's been, again, just live. The response is really, really fun.
Freaking up down.
Yeah.
Merch. The merch drop. Oh shit. Yeah, had to do it to him.
Had to.
Yeah, baby, can you stay all night?
To the morning.
I don't wanna think
That
about
part.
emotions.
Hey.
So no.
I can't sing
When
for
we
shit.
wake up, can you back it up on
Back it up.
That's emotion for real one.
Hey. Oh my God.
Ooh.
Look, my dumb ass trying to cue the music. I'm trying to be slick
Crazy.
over here, but it's okay. We got to start
Crazy.
that back anyway. I fucked with that
God.
joint. Yo, that's crazy.
There was one time I was performing it and whole ass forgot the verse and I had to restart it.
It be like that.
It really do.
That's why that shit sucks so bad.
Because you can't even play it off. Like sometimes you forget one word and you can kind of play it off.
Yeah, but you just draw that blank. It's like,
The internet went out in my brain for sure.
Yeah.
Like the YouTube video buffered and
Yep.
it caught up before it could load.
And when we wake up, can you back it up on me? Can you throw that ass in motion for real one?
Up, down. Hey.
Make it go up, down, up, down, up, down,
Up, down.
make it go
You talking about that ass?
Yes, sir.
Make it go up, down, baby.
We throw that ass in motion for a real one. Make it go up, down. Oh my god, the clean version of this goes so stupid. Like sometimes we be getting asked to do like, you know, you got to keep it clean. It's all ages shows and stuff, and it's like I've tried so many ways to make this song clean.
This doesn't work really.
Cause it's like even if it's not lyrically explicit, it's like content.
Yeah.
So I just gotta own it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I've been trying to figure out, like how do I play this into something it's not. It's like nah, like y'all are gonna know exactly what I'm talking about, and your kids probably won't, which is cool.
Yeah.
So you just gotta accept that's what it is.
Good. It's all good.
Yeah,
No
mixed reviews so far.
Right.
On the clean version.
Up. Can you make it drop?
Right.
What's up, down, mommy?
All that.
What's he making go up, down, mommy?
All that.
Oh no.
I'm gonna have to have you do backgrounds on the next project.
What with me, dog? I can do a little something.
You got the bass. You got the bass notes. The bass notes.
I be on bullshit though, but I be fucking around. I like to play with the idea.
Yeah, we gonna get you back in the booth and make some.
Yeah, not for sure.
Hollow gonna come back as an R&B singer.
Let me sing something.
Right.
All I need to do is be able to just carry a little note or two. Do something like that. Nothing too crazy.
Oh yeah.
Motherfucking merch.
Yes, sir.
Made it. Goddamn producer. Artist. Songwriter. Entrepreneur. Fucking swordsman. I don't know. Goddamn,
like
just
that.
the man. How's your love life going? How's the love life of merch?
Hey, it's good.
Is it?
It's real good.
Are you spoken for? Are you just walking around? Are you window shopping? You don't have
I
to
keep
say
it. Yeah, I keep it under wraps.
You keep it under wraps. That's cool.
Main things shall remain nameless.
Yeah, no, for sure. I completely understand.
But it's going great. It's going great. It's just a balance to find, especially like now with like the conversations that have to happen about like online presence and what's portrayed and you know how to keep what is shown professional and also how to keep like what's private. So I be trying to it's a hard balance to find, but
Definitely.
I feel like I'm in a good pocket right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that motherfucking packet, like your wallet.
Got to.
All right. So, oh my God.
Hey, even hollow coughs. That's
Man,
crazy.
Just a little bit sometimes, man.
Humbling.
We are at the point in the show where we get to know our guests just a tad bit better. You know what I mean?
Let's go.
And how do we do that? By asking them a bunch of fucking random ass questions. So that's what the fuck we're about to do with my buddy here. Merch!
Hey.
No right or wrong answer. Just it is what it's gonna be, man. This just helps, you know, even that special someone out there, if they may see this, that, oh, he likes this or that, or I didn't know that about you until now. Well,
Right. I don't even know if I know these about me, so we're gonna learn.
Oh yeah?
We're gonna find out.
We're definitely gonna find out.
Yeah.
God damn, you jabroni. 21 questions with Merch, aka Merch Made It. AME alumni. You know, big dog on campus.
Something like that.
You feel me?
You don't even need the soundboard. You just got
Not for that.
Yeah, you got him in there.
What's your favorite food and or dessert merch?
Favorite food? This is a bougie answer. Food, sushi, dessert, tiramisu. Right. Don't look at me like that. Come on now.
Okay, sushi and tiramisu. That is
Those don't go together either.
They don't. And funny thing is, I've had a little bit of sushi. Not to say I don't like it, but I don't eat it. And I've had a spoonful of tiramisu before. So, but
yeah, it's
must
it's
be
that.
a Boston thing.
It's that.
What's your favorite movie or movies? And give us a recommendation.
See, this is gonna be such a musical nerd answer. I listen to movies. Like I watch movies, sure. I don't watch movies that often. I listen to their scores. So my favorite movie score right now is the new Dune movie. That score is crazy.
Yeah, you're talking about the music for the movie, for the scenes and shit, the theatrics.
Yeah. And probably my favorite movie series right now is Maze Runner.
Okay.
Just the way it's put together. Also, like having read the books like long ago and now seeing the movies, I feel like it's not the same because it's never the same. But like the way it's a good adaptation. That was what I was looking for. That's the word I was looking for.
Stop looking at these motherfuckers.
I know I gotta prepare myself.
No, you don't, nigga. God damn it, man. Get the fuck back, man.
Oh shit.
Get back.
I'll
Jack.
be over here. I'm over here.
Man, I can't even hide these motherfuckers because if I put.
Nah, you good. I can't even see it anymore. I'm over here
screen.
now. I'm over here now. Oh, you could put them right here.
Nah, because then you're gonna be seeing them. I don't know if I want people to even see these motherfuckers. Maybe, maybe not. Or I guess it really doesn't matter, huh?
Nah, I mean either way, I still gotta think about it.
Yeah. Motherfuckers we hide. Don't be looking at these motherfucking questions down.
Oh, it's all good.
Dream. If so, in this ordeal, we know people gets the money. If money wasn't a thing, what is gonna be your first like practical like this is what I've always wanted thing, and your first like make it rain on a bitch type of situation thing. You know what I'm saying?
What's the practical purchase in the flex?
Yeah.
Okay. Practical purchase. It's definitely got to be real estate. Mm-hmm. Like, come on, that's been a money maker since money was a thing.
Right.
It's literally like the first thing people could get was land. So real estate. What's the flex? A Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
I want to be driven around, bro. You can't drive your own Rolls. You gotta have a driver if you gonna get that.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
I want to be at the point where I'm too busy to drive. I need someone to, and electric cars to me is not, or the self-driving cars. That's not it.
Not
so
efficient.
we need a driver. I feel like the old school type of like a Ferrari or a Lambo to me isn't that like that's money. But if you got a Rolls and a driver, you got money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that answer. It's a dope ass answer. Day or night?
Night.
First time you've ever. Well, no, because that question's later on. Because I don't really want to. Because I could say it was the first time you ever smoked.
Oh, I was 14.
Yeah.
It's on elementary school playground.
Jesus Christ.
It's
always
illegal. Yeah.
It's always like that. Though.
It's always like that.
Yeah.
It's always like that.
Day or night?
You already asked me. I said night. I'll say night again though.
Night. I guess I skipped over one.
See if I could see the questions. Like, nah,
fuck that. See. Favorite strain to smoke if you have one, or edible or like.
Yeah, I just like
product.
hybrids. I don't lean too much either way, and I don't have like I don't smoke enough to have a favorite strain.
You just get it done.
Yeah, just whatever works. But
Whatever
hybrids
works.
in general.
Okay.
Because I definitely can't. Like if I had to lean one way, it'd be sativa.
Yeah.
Can't do indica. I'll just be done for the day.
Oh no, we can't do that.
Nah, you gotta be outside.
Favorite restaurant?
I'm gonna go with Fogo de Chao.
Say that again.
Unless it was fast food restaurant, I can do that too.
Fogo de
Chao. It's a Brazilian steakhouse.
Okay.
In Denver.
Okay.
Been there a few times.
Okay.
Shout out Terry Josiah. He knows the owners, bro. They be giving us.
They be hooking them up.
They be hooking us up.
Oh, I love a good hookup.
Got to, especially with food. Food expensive for what?
Yeah.
I mean, I get why it's expensive because like I can't make it the way that they be making it, but also they be taxing. So.
I've definitely gotten some free meals. Shout out to whoever's giving me a free meal. For sure. Favorite drink, alcoholic and non.
Well, favorite liquor we already said was rum.
You did.
Non-alcoholic.
Rum and Coke.
Non-alcoholic. Well, my favorite like drink if I'm getting a drink probably a Mai Tai. Shit's so cool.
This guy's fancy.
I don't feel like I'm a fancy person, but these answers are making me. I gotta look back on. Maybe these are the PR answers.
Yeah.
My favorite non-alcoholic beverage, I really just drink water. Like I'm not gonna lie, I don't. If it's not doing something, the way that alcohol be doing something, then I just need to be nothing. Then I just need to be hydrated.
Water is delicious. Cheers to water. Favorite team?
Just sports team.
It could be your team of music.
Anthem?
Friends. Yeah, it could be.
Oh, you just spoon fed me the answer. I mean, obviously my favorite team's Anthem. I'll do favorite sports team though. Right now it's got to be the Nuggets. I used to really watch the NFL like that because when I was growing up, my dad's from New York, so my whole side of the family is Giants fans, and so 07 and 2011 were like cool years for that, but not anymore.
Yeah.
After Odell left, like nothing's fun with the Giants. So I moved to basketball, and the Nuggets. I mean, it's just a fun team to. They're an anxious team to watch.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's fun right now.
So they're an anxious team to watch.
Yeah, bro. The way they play, they'll be up by 20, and then you'll blink and they're down by 10.
And that's what we don't need.
At all.
Ass or boobs merch.
Ass. What's going up, down?
Yeah.
Right.
Big booties.
I didn't write a song about. You know. I wrote a song about.
Favorite artist? Who are you listening to right now?
It can't be one answer. Does it have to be one answer?
No.
So I'm gonna just go all time. Well, I'll do one answer. What am I doing? I'll do one answer. Pharrell. Artist, producer. Really, as a producer. Pharrell as a producer is that's
legendary.
That's come on.
Legendary shit. That's a fantastical answer.
There was a point in time in the 2000s where 40% of all the songs on the radio were produced by Pharrell.
Yeah, that guy's
40% of all the songs ever.
Timberland had his run, but I don't think run people have had their run.
Oh yeah. I mean, Timberland's up there too. You can't say Timberland not up there.
Yeah, when he made his mainstream, like his mainstream run, running with the Timberlakes and the Nelly Furtados.
I will say, and this might be shade, but I will say, between like Timbaland and Pharrell isn't on live stream asking $70 a submission to review your music. So
I don't think that's shade, but that's
it's just levels. On. It's levels.
Levels to the
There's
shit.
Like
Bitch.
when you're talking about like status and tier.
Yeah.
Pharrell just in a different stratosphere.
For sure. You goddamn right about that. Who are you listening to right now? When you pulled up, who's on your?
Let's find out. A Lucky Day. You ever heard of Lucky Day?
I want to say yes,
bro.
Lucky
Day.
I want to say yes.
Yeah, if you listen to his last album, he just dropped.
Okay.
Bryson Tiller just dropped a self-titled album. That shit is fire. I listen to albums. I don't make playlists ever, which is nuts. But I listen to albums all the way through. and I'll be on an album for 2-3 weeks at a time. So like whatever I'm listening to, it's like 2 or 3 albums at a time, but then that's like rotating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I'll probably be done. Right now the albums I'm listening to, Lucky Day, Algorithm, Bryson Tiller's self-titled album, and then Sir. You know him?
Yeah, I've heard of Sir.
His brother is D-Smoke.
Yep. Okay.
So Sir just dropped an album back in March called Heavy. That project's fire too. It's got a couple of cool people on there: Ty Dolla $ign, Isaiah Rashad, Anderson .Paak. He's got some hitters on there. But those are like the 3 albums I'm listening to right now.
Okay, I like that, and I like the way you listen to music, because I fucking make a playlist of shit, and I'm just. But then even sometimes I'm just like, I be like having to listen to the project. You know what I'm saying? But I have to listen to it in the car. Then I'm like, it's so just odd how I'm just all over the place with it. I have to be more like organized with that, because I consume so much music.
I think for me it's like, one part of me is like, if we ever go back to an age where streaming isn't a thing and you have to actually buy projects, I think my brain is still in that. And 2, I know that when I drop an album, I want people to listen to it all the way through. So I try my best to listen to music the way that the artist wanted me to listen to it.
Yeah. And I don't skip shit. I listen to shit all the way through. It's getting me to do it. Like, I still haven't listened to Eminem.
Right. I haven't. And shout out Coco Sarai. She's on that project. Whoa. Yeah. I think the song's called Rage. She did background vocals on it. Yeah. Coco's like that.
That's crazy.
That's crazy
to like.
And we both get to say we opened for her.
Yep. And then to be like, I did background vocals. Like, what the, like, again, opening my eyes to more of the music game versus just getting in the booth and rapping.
Yeah.
Like, it's a fucking thing.
Bro.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Shout out Coco Sarai M. The Death of Slim Shady. I definitely have to listen to that, because he's definitely a favorite artist of mine for sure. Especially back when on the come up, when that nigga was first coming out. I mean, his first few albums. I mean, the Slim Shady LP.
Yeah, LP.
Back when
LPs were actually a thing.
Yeah, the Marshall Mathers one. Nigga. Because he had EP and LP, didn't he? For Slim Shady. He had some. Which one was the one with? I gotta make sure I don't press play on it.
Yeah, you're gonna get flagged.
He goes by Eminem.
His very, very first. Yeah. It was the Slim Shady LP. Then he had the Marshall Mathers LP.
Okay, yeah. I need to look at I need to see this. It brings me to the. What is this?
Then he had the Eminem show. That was really where shit like popped the fuck off.
Yeah, man. Yeah. There it is.
Yeah.
So the Slim Shady LP, then we have the expanded edition. But yeah, man, that for sure, front to fucking back. The Marshall Mathers LP, nigga, that was
huge.
Oh man, yep. Huge. Eminem show. Encore was, I mean, but it was just the deluxe version. I fucked with that Relapse for sure, because you get that whole time period where you didn't get any Eminem.
Yep.
So that Relapse, I didn't fuck with Recovery.
That's a long 5 years.
Yeah, a long one.
I think what's so crazy is when Recovery came out.
Yeah.
And what's this? Yeah, Love the Way You Lie.
Yeah.
So many people were like, "Oh, who's this new Eminem guy?" Yeah.
Nigga, if I would have heard a motherfucker say that shit, I would have been like, "Let me sit you down.
We'll see you over in the suburbs." That's what it was.
I would have played the fucking Slim Shady LP for these niggas, and they would have been like, "What the fuck?"
Right.
Are you kidding me? I wasn't supposed to be lit in 1999, nigga.
I wasn't even born yet.
That's the thing, nigga.
Buddy across 4 decades of music.
Yeah. I was definitely not supposed to be listening to the Slim Shady LP when I was listening to it. I wasn't supposed to be listening to any of this shit. 2000s, nigga.
No.
Yeah, for sure. I was that. Yeah. But 1999, nigga, I was what? Yeah, because I was born in 85. So 1999, like, nigga, 15, 16.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
I
Not the
do.
shit that Eminem was saying.
No, well, nobody, bro.
Not the shit my dog
They were
was
talking about. I haven't listened to the album either. Terry Josiah said apparently he's taking some shots at K Dot, and I was like,
oh, probably. I really have to listen to that shit for
because
real.
I was like, bro, who's winning? Who's winning that?
How the fuck the Marshall Mathers LP2 expanded edition in 2023? What the fuck? Curtain Call 2?
We missed
the
that.
Eminem
We missed
show
that.
expanded 2022. What the fuck did this nigga do?
We missed that. We missed it.
Because I remember
we blew right by
Kamikaze.
it.
Yeah, like what the nigga?
We blew right
nigga.
by it. So it's
Coop at the Grace.
But who's winning that? Eminem or Kendrick? Who's winning that? Yeah.
There's so many ways that could go. Kendrick's on a thing right now, but
He's
then
got momentum.
Eminem is. I mean, look at that poster over there.
Yeah.
It's the only white boy up there.
Only one. What I will say about Eminem and why I feel like he would win is everything about him's already out. I feel like the only
he's
way.
way global. I mean, you said who's this new Eminem guy? That's a demographic. Of
That's a
kids that
demographic.
don't know shit.
But I'm not even talking about like everything's already out, like everyone knows him. I'm talking about like there's nothing that anyone can say about him that he hasn't already said about himself. So unless K Dot can find something about him that no one has ever heard,
Like he didn't really go to rehab or
like
something.
the way Pusha T did his whole thing.
Yeah.
With Drake.
Yeah.
Like, if K Dot can find something like that, I feel like he could. But other than that, it's like, what is there to even talk about?
It would just be a case of the lyrical miracles.
Yeah, it'd have to be that. Which lyrically, I mean, if we're talking about like pure content,
It should
lyrically,
be
that could
about
be fun.
better music and the raps, man.
You would think.
I get you get motherfuckers want to peel back layers and shit like that. Pharrell's up there too. He's at the top next to 50 Cent.
Yep.
But yeah, man, it should be about the music. Keep it about the music, guys. Favorite song you've made?
God, I don't even know. Cause it's like as an artist or a producer.
Both. And a song, right?
Favorite song as an artist. Again, right now, just because it's recency bias, is Heart Attack. I think that still will probably be one of my favorite songs I've made. I feel like it's one of the most cohesive songs I've made. Favorite song as a producer. There's a record that I had with Coco that's unreleased that I'm like, bro, this is crazy.
That's fine.
So I'm just like, come on, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's one with her that I feel like is really, really dope. Favorite song as a producer that's out right now is called Something Special by Autumn Corinne. That one was really, really fun to make.
Okay. Favorite cartoon and TV show? Get into that psyche.
Probably just the neighborhood I was in when I was growing up. Everybody watched the Boondocks.
The Boondocks is a classic.
That's a classic. That's probably my favorite cartoon.
For sure.
TV shows, like I don't be watching TV now. There's no time. Rick and Morty's fun too, but that's another cartoon.
Yeah.
I just don't be watching TV like that.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. We just
Gotta
don't.
watch TV
We just don't
sometimes.
got
I
time.
don't watch a lot of it like I used to growing up for sure, but like I've watched some shows, and as of now, it hasn't been like watching Power and shit, and like I missed the last however many seasons of all that shit.
Like
so.
I've seen. I mean, Ozark was pretty wild. That's probably the last.
The Ozark.
Ozarks.
The Ozark.
That shit actually had me stressed out.
Yeah.
Is
that the?
It's the money laundering.
Yeah, and they got the
But
two
he got
kids.
the family. Yeah.
Yeah, and the wife from the Big C.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
That
What's
shit-
that fool's name? He's from the. I forgot what that show is
I don't
on
remember.
Netflix. He has another show.
I've seen
on
him
it.
before.
But he's from the niggas, the shit where they killed their bosses.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I fuck with him. Ozark is a good one.
Yeah.
Wild shit.
For real.
Where he shot that bitch in the face, in the head. That was a moment. That was the most like unexpected moment in a movie or TV show that, like, because sometimes a lot of the times you're able to like, oh, he's definitely the bad guy, or oh, they're gonna kill him, or you can kind of like predict some shit. Some storytelling is just so like, yeah, that was
Nothing
we figured
will
it out, guys.
Keep you on your toes like some backcountry ass white people.
That shit was like,
yeah, it really was like,
okay.
It's like it's not even like who's the bad guy. It's like who's worse.
Yeah,
because everybody fucked up.
Because everybody's a piece of shit.
Everybody, even them kids, bro. Fuck them kids too.
Yeah, fuck them kids. Especially the daughter, man. The son was a bitch ass nigga too, but
yeah,
the daughter was making it hard. Like, bitch, shut up and shit down.
She couldn't sit down at all.
And the crazy ass country bitch.
Yep.
Yeah, man. These motherfuckers went out bad.
It was tough.
Now
whole
I'm thinking
lot of
about
bullshit.
the shit that I seen in that TV show.
Yeah, it comes back in like layers. It's like,
oh, I thought it was coming back.
No,
I thought they were done. That was crazy.
The shit I seen in there comes back. I'm cool off it. They honestly, they better not release more because like it did its thing.
Right.
And I feel like releasing anything else from that is gonna fuck it up.
Yeah. That's some wild shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ozark. If you had one wish.
If I had one wish, I think my only wish really is to make positive impact through music. I don't know what that looks like, but we're both in an industry where if you don't know who you are and why you're doing what you're doing, you're going to be very easily swayed to do shit you don't want to do. Right. Or find yourself in a situation that isn't for you or that really fucks you up for life. And with all that being said, the positive side is that those who really get to do it at the highest level in music get to make incredible impact. And I know that like when it's all said and done, I don't know how it's gonna happen. I don't want to know how it's gonna happen. I wouldn't even wish for it to happen so that I know it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Because I've worked way too hard to just not earn it the rest of the way there. But
it's
my
all about
wish,
the journey.
My wish just by the end is that I've made some really like wide scale positive impact with what I've done.
I like that answer, man. We've had some good answers. I've been doing this shit for 4 years, interviewing. Higher Conversations is just the actual title. So just, but from all the interviews, I've had some good ass like answers from all of these questions for sure. Like,
hell yeah.
That was one of them good ones too,
Hell yeah.
Some people are very selfless. So, and a lot of people are very selfish.
It's just it's surface level. It's like how deep are you willing to go?
Yeah.
And I think for me, it's always been, and everyone around me has always had the attitude that like if you're gonna do something, you have to see it through. So it's like if I'm gonna sit here and talk on a podcast, I'm gonna go as deep as I can. And give the most. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no reason to not do that.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. No, facts. It's one of your biggest milestones.
I can't even talk about it because I signed an NDA. But,
to sign an NDA is a milestone within itself.
That there is my biggest milestone, and honestly, it's like one of those. I hate it because it's like one of those like achievements that's not an achievement. there's a certain artist that is an internationally renowned artist, like you and I and everyone definitely knows who this person is, who actually cut a record to one of my beats. It just didn't make it on their project that it came out this year. So I got the news that they actually cut the record, but
you can't talk about it. Well, you can't say it on air, huh? Who?
I'll tell you after.
I was about. Hold on. I can. What mic are you for? Say something.
Check. Say something. Can you still hear me right now?
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I would see why you can't say anything about that one.
Yeah.
That's fire as fuck, though.
Thank you.
That's legendary.
All right.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, was it when I was at the studio that time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and y'all were whipping up that. That's fire.
Mm-hmm. But we couldn't say anything then either.
So did they buy that record or did they cut it? But so what happens? So you just produced the record?
Yeah. And it definitely was not just me. So let me not even do that.
Yeah.
The team.
Yeah.
I received the prompt from another affiliate studio.
Yeah.
That studio, they typically just have engineers. They don't really have beat makers on standby or anything. Yeah. Got a call. Some of this artist songwriters were going to be there. It was like a Saturday. The session for the songwriters was on a Monday. Mm-hmm. So it was just a matter of, like, we literally had a 36-hour turnaround to put together as many beats as we could. So we got the whole team together, sending stuff off to. We had people in San Francisco. I had a guitarist that laid a riff for me at soundcheck for a show while he was on tour in New York. Flew it back to me to put in the shit.
That's
fucking. We activated as many people as we could, and then the songwriters from that session actually didn't do anything with it, but we found the connect to the songwriter for the project, the executive songwriter. Flew it to that person. They loved one of the beats on there. Wrote a record. That songwriter wrote a record to it. Flew to, can't even say what state.
Yeah.
Flew to where this artist was at. They cut the record, and it just didn't end up making the project.
But it could still be.
And I'll never hear it too. That's what's crazy. I'll never hear it. I don't even know what it sounds like.
What the fuck? That's crazy. To know who that is and to be like.
It's out there somewhere though, and if I ever run into this songwriter, I'm gonna be like, please, just one time. I don't need to. You don't need to send it. Is that a part
of the thing? Not being able to hear this. What the fuck?
It's not a part of the. It's not a part of the NDA at all. But it's that their team. Their team is never just gonna send that to me. Their team and the songwriter's never just gonna send that to me.
Oh, I get it, because people be doing bullshit with
because
records.
One, if there's a deluxe album.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
If
this artist puts out a deluxe album, who knows?
Yeah.
If not, that it could still be pitched to other artists. And you know what I mean? When you're starting at the top, the trickle down could still be someone crazy.
You think, did they do anything different to the beat? You have the beat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't, and I only sent them a wave, so there's nothing they could alter in that.
Okay. So
yeah.
They could have laid some shit on top of it if they did.
That's all they did was top line it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I want to hear that fucking beat.
I'll let you know if I ever hear it.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I'll play you. I could play you the beat.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it was. I mean, yeah. I could play you the beat, but I'll never know.
No, especially because of who that is. To not hear those fucking vocals.
Yeah.
Oh, that would piss me off. Not in a way where I'd be angry, but just like I'm mad for you.
I just can't even think about it. You just
yeah,
can't even.
like what the fuck, and you can't even talk about it, like
nope.
You know, publicly. Because
I mean, one day.
Because what that could do for your career, just to know that you. Because this game is all about who you know. So not that you know that person, but you're in circles to where you can get shit to that, where you've gotten shit to that person.
And it's like
how many people can
I can't even think about what would have happened if it did come out. Are you serious? That's every accolade that anybody could want in a
nigga, that shit shoot. There's so many people that's in the game right now that hasn't even been able to smell this person, let alone fucking get them a record
Like-
and then put it out and it be that automatically catapults you into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's like I just can't even think about it because you talk about like taking the elevator when people always got to take the stairs.
That nigga took the shuttle.
Right. We didn't even take the elevator up. We
Teleported,
just
yeah.
landed on the
He
helipad.
hit the shit
It-
like
So yeah, I just
Morphin
can't even think
grid.
about it. I can't even think about it because it's like it'll make me sick to my stomach. It's like it's just one of those things.
damn.
It's like fumbling it out of the end zone.
But you didn't even do it though. But the good thing is you were able to people don't even get to the front door.
Right. And we got in there.
You got a completed ordeal. You just ain't heard it. So it's not like you wouldn't be happy with it, because I'm pretty sure it was some heat. It just didn't fit whatever they were doing. You've done this.
Yeah.
There's plenty of songs that could have been on the merch drop that didn't make the cut.
Make it.
So
It's
me
some
as an
fire.
artist, we know how that feels. So
Definitely. Yeah.
but just to be in that, like, it's like,
I know.
that's fire, bro. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations nonetheless, because that's still something to be like,
Right.
bitch, you know?
Thank you, bro.
To
I
say,
appreciate
yeah,
it.
I got so-and-so a song that didn't even come out. Nigga, you can't even get this motherfucker. You can't even get this motherfucker
I can't even
a
get it.
beverage. You can't even get this motherfucker. You can't even bring him a soda. I got him a song. I got a song. Like,
that I can't even hear. That's what's like.
That part is the fucking, you wouldn't believe it if I told you.
Because
the
I
first
can't.
part, the person is, you wouldn't believe it if I told you, but you can kind of believe it, right?
Yeah.
But then to know that, oh yeah, but I haven't heard it and I probably won't ever hear it outside
It's
of it.
crazy.
Unless it comes out publicly.
Yep.
That's fucked up. It's funny because it's the story, right?
It's so laughable because it's like, bruh,
what?
like
Like, what do you mean? Like, yeah,
like you get an
no.
opportunity. And it's like,
Yeah, thanks. Give me that. It's like, that's like the person actually, you might as well have wrote it and done the whole, and they bought it and then still was like, oh. Well,
right.
at least you know it's in good hands, right?
It's in the greatest hands. Some of
one
the
of
greatest
the
hands.
best hands it could possibly fucking be in.
Right. So
God damn it. That's fire.
I-
That's fire as
Thanks,
fuck, man. First song you've ever made.
the first song I ever made. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna briefly tell the story of where the name Merch came from.
Okay.
So when I first started, it was me and one other person. It was a duo. My name was Merch. His name was Dice. It was merchandise. So it made sense. And then, long story short, we don't talk to Dice no more.
Bitch!
Right. I won't say it, but you can. But yeah, so Dice is out the picture. So I just roll with Merch. It just worked. But some of the first songs I ever made were with him. We pirated FL Studio together. You know what I mean? Started the studio setup.
We be stealing shit.
Oh yeah, and we be open about it. We be open about it because we're legal now.
You heard.
Right, image line. But yeah, the first couple of songs that I ever made were with bro. I don't have any of those. They're on a hard drive that is at an undisclosed location somewhere. Yeah, that's a whole story. I've never shared the full story on how I got my name. So
wow.
we'll get there one day.
One day.
When it's time.
What's one thing people understand about you? Mr. Misunderstood?
I think it's been one thing lately that I'm like, I'm trying my best to work on how I can be better. Is people mistake my lack of response or my like constant moving of my schedule for me not caring. And it's like I'm getting to a point in my career where there's so many things happening that I had to bring on an assistant recently to like handle scheduling stuff. And I'm trying to get better and be better at making sure I'm attentive to those who invest and trust me with their own individual visions for their projects. But I chronically put more on my plate than I can handle. And I feel like 90% of the time my plate just gets bigger and I handle it.
Yeah.
And 10% of the time I drop the ball, you know what I mean? Because it's just like I'm taking on so much and trying to do so much at once to push forward and make all these things happen. So that's probably the thing that I feel like is misunderstood the most, is like my lack of response in certain, I won't say always, but especially this summer has been fucked. Like I feel like this is the first time that I've ever really experienced like an artist summer, like being outside as an artist in this season, because it really is full showcase. So for the past 2 months, it's been a lot of like, look, I'm sorry, I'm doing what I can.
But I'm out here working, man. Time is our most valuable possession. So
yeah,
just with the time that we have, man, if this is what I'm choosing to do, you better pull up on your boy and find that time.
Right.
Because it's hard to make that time doing so much, man.
Definitely.
You know, if you could tell, because you're relatively young, right? But
yeah,
if you could tell your younger self one thing, what would it be? And if you could give your older self if you could ask your older self, your future self, one thing. So tell and ask.
Okay, if I could tell my younger self something, it'd be to slow the fuck down. And what I mean by that is, I used to try to, like, the way that I would literally just in doing anything, I would move very quickly, because it's what you do when you're young, right?
Yeah.
You move quickly.
Yeah.
So Terry decides like, slow down, because I'd be forgetting shit or getting stressed out, or this isn't going perfect. Like if I'm 20 and the Wi-Fi goes out, stress level through the, you know what I mean?
Fuck? Yeah.
And I got, whatever. So, but now it's like, just, bro, what are you gonna do?
Like, chill.
But it took me totaling my car, breaking my ankle, almost slicing my finger off.
Damn.
Just literally the last year of just random injuries, and people keep being like, you got to slow down because you're moving too fast. And not like the moves that I'm making are too fast. You're just physically fucking moving too fast.
Yeah.
So like it took those things happening, and I would have loved to have avoided any of those things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I broke my ankle. Obviously we did Night of Magnificence last year.
Yeah.
The year before, I broke my ankle 3 days before the show. There's video. You can go to my Instagram right now. I'm up there. The video I have pinned, I'm up there in a boot. High as a bitch on Percocet, trying to
like,
do the show.
Broken ankle.
Slipping on ice in my driveway coming home from the studio. Nothing fun. Nothing cool. Didn't fight no bear. No bar
How'd
fight.
you break your ankle?
Right.
Damn.
Right. How?
Yeah.
Because how? Because
Damn.
what? Yeah. Yep.
That's fucked
had a late session, came home around 1 a.m. Just, I'm always in a rush though. I'm not looking at the ground. It was warm outside today, so it's no ice on the ground, whatever. So advice to my younger self is to slow down.
Yeah.
Slow down, all the way down.
Yeah.
What I would ask of my older self is like probably what to focus on. Because who knows what it's going to be first? Is it going to be me as a producer that really takes off? Is it going to be me as an artist that really takes off? Is it going to be me as just a music business executive that really takes off? Or me as an engineer? Or me, like what lane?
Yeah.
And I feel like right now I spend a lot of time making sure they all tie together.
Yeah.
But even people like Pharrell and Kanye, they have seasons of producing for other people and they have seasons of being an artist. And to me, Kanye and Pharrell are fun to compare, because I feel like Pharrell is a far more successful producer than he was an artist, even though he was a very successful artist. And I feel like Kanye is a far better artist, or a far more successful artist than a producer.
Even though he's had great success as a
Yeah,
producer.
you know what I mean? But they're both great at both. But it's like, how did they know? Or what happened?
Pharrell producing something for Kanye, the artist?
No, I mean like.
No, I'm saying.
Oh,
like,
that would be crazy. That'd be
Pharrell producing something for.
Bro. Even just the Neptunes in general, Pharrell and Chad.
Yeah, man.
Bro, they The three of them producing something for anybody. The three of them doing a
nigga.
production collab album. You know what I mean? Or what would it look like? Like, what does it look like if it's like Pharrell and Timbaland versus Kanye and Dre? Like, what is that? You know what I mean? Like, bro, because people forget Dr. Dre's whole ass catalog.
Whole ass.
Whole ass.
Hey, he's one of them ones.
Oh, yeah.
He's definitely one of them ones.
You know what I mean? And then to me, it's like those four. I'm probably missing somebody, but like then you get people like Scott Storch, DJ Mustard. Like, what are we talking about?
DJ Quick, even.
Yeah.
You've got a lot. Even M's producing
DJ
shit.
Screw.
Yeah, you got a lot of people that have dabbled and dipped.
That do all that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I got like 10 more minutes, and then I got a session at 8.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. See, look, we dipping and diving, man.
Yeah.
What's one thing you wish you would have known before you began your career?
How much of a mindset shift it is when you start having to make money through your art, and when you can't just do it for fun anymore.
Yeah, for fun. Can't do it.
And to lose the pride of trying to do it all yourself.
Yeah, everybody needs help.
There's no fucking pride in that.
Yeah.
There just isn't. There isn't. You're gonna need someone sooner or later for something, and doing it all yourself, you might find a way to do it all yourself, but if there's a plateau in that.
Yeah.
Because it's somebody somewhere. There's only the whole industry's run by the same 20 people.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, there's a door.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna have the key to it.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense. What's one thing you can't fucking stand?
your astrology sign doesn't excuse you from being a piece of shit.
You goddamn dummy. He's probably talking to some female out there because that's usually your guys' thing. Fucking bitch. If you could work with anybody doing anything.
Pharrell, still.
I love that.
For like on anything at all.
Yeah. Okay. And last and final question. Who is Merch?
I'm a storyteller by nature. That's what I put above everything else. And in all the work that I do, it all starts from a story, whether it be a snapshot or an entire thing, and whether it's me behind a camera, me behind a microphone, or me behind a computer.
Yeah.
It's always about what the story is, what is the actual content, and what's happening. Whether the genre is anything, or you know what I mean, if it's a podcast, if it's a live show, if it's a studio recording, or whatever genre it is, like none of that matters if you don't know what the story is.
Right.
If there's no story. And it's like even down to things that you feel like maybe don't have stories, like think of like a club record. You know what I mean? What are people talking about when they make a club record?
Right.
But there's still a scenario that you're painting. There's still, when you look at the best to do it, there's still something happening.
Yeah.
So above everything else, I'm a storyteller.
Hell yeah. Cool. That boy Merch, man. You heard it here first, man. Merch made it. Tell the people where they can find you at.
Yeah.
And wherever you want them, whatever you need them to know.
Right. So you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Merch Made It. You can find me on all music platforms, all streaming platforms at just Merch by itself.
Yeah.
My EP, the Merch Drop, it just came out last month, came out June 25th. You can find me on a platform called even.biz. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. It's a platform where people can purchase my music directly from me as opposed to streaming it, which helps artists like myself get on Billboard.
Yeah.
You only need 500 first week sales to get on Billboard.
Really?
And platforms like Even.biz, they report to Billboard.
Damn.
So,
okay.
I definitely didn't get on Billboard my first week, but I got the streaming equivalent, because they post your streaming equivalent based on your sales. I got the streaming equivalent of like 60,000 streams first week, which was cool for someone like me who definitely is not getting that.
Yeah.
Just if I put something out on Spotify.
Yeah.
So my EP's on there. It's pay what you want. Literally, the minimum's $1. So I've got people that are paying $1 for it. I got people that are paying $30 for it. And it's cool to be able to offer that. So
Is that the shit that Tory Lanez was talking about or did?
you know LaRussell?
Yep.
Yeah, him. He's like probably one of the biggest people on there.
I fucks with that.
Yeah, I don't think
think
Tory
I
Lanez
seen
is
that.
talking about shit right now. Isn't he in jail?
Yeah, but no, when he cracked the code and he was talking about selling it. You just said some people bought it for $1.
Oh
Some
yeah.
people
That that because they had to get rid of they had to ban bundling was what people were doing because they would bundle your album sales within like merchandise. So they would just sell T-shirts and then take $6 of the profit and say they bought the album. So it's called bundling. That was something that like big artists were doing to run up their sales so that they could get number ones.
Huh.
Yeah, so they banned that.
Okay.
But it's a trick because again, someone who pays $1 for my EP on Even, that's one album sale. You pay $500, that's one album sale.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Huh.
So yeah, it's a good
info
trick.
about that.
I'll put you on.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Anything for the people, man, before we head out?
I'm just blessed to be here. Like I feel like again, like the past few months I've been able to do so much more as an artist than in the few years before that. So I'm blessed to be here, blessed to be in front of new people. I hope that y'all rock with me. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm a storyteller by nature. If you have a story that needs to be told, you know where to find me.
Holla at that boy, man. Great music.
Yeah.
Great musician, man. Artist, the whole nine. Make sure you holla at him, man, on all his socials. Anthem Music, that's where you can catch him at. Goddamn, making and recording hits, you feel me? Make sure you follow Smoke in the City Live on Facebook and the YouTube and Instagram, you feel me? Higher Conversations, this has been another one. Signing out, it's your dog. And we're going to see you the next time.
Yes, sir.